I want to welcome each and every one of you to the Periscope. I really appreciate you jumping on these Periscopes. Again, my goal in life is very simply, as I used to be an auto mechanic, now I'm a life mechanic. And so my whole goal is to make sure that you get all the information that you need to fix whatever's going on in your life. So whether you're dealing with physical or mental or social or spiritual, my goal is just to go out there and help you in any way I can. So here's a really incredible topic. I was having a great conversation today with my partner and dear friend Bill Ebert, and we really came up with a concept. See, I've been involved in a lot of different companies, and I want to share it with straight out with Tina Williams. I don't know if she'll see this, but her and Ted Nugent that actually has the business at businessforhome.org. They did a nice interview, and they posted that today for me, and I guess that goes over to, hundreds of thousands of people all over the world. So thank you very much, Ted and Tina, for putting that together for me. And again, I just really, really appreciate each and every one of you, but you can go and get a lot of free information in my daily. I'm doing the best I can to do these on a daily basis at lifemechanic.com. So that's L-I-F-E mechanic, M-E-C-H-A-N-I-C. lifemechanic.com. And Bill Ebert and me today had this conversation. So again, my name is Robert Hollis, and I want to thank you very much. And the title for this show is, Do You Know What You Really Want? Do you know what you really want? And when I talk about this, I said, I've been involved in a lot of companies. And the one thing that every company has had in common, every one of them, is people like me have gotten into those companies and made hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. Did you hear that? So not only hundreds of thousands, but millions of dollars. And I'm going to tell you why. Because they knew exactly what they wanted. They knew exactly what they wanted. And so when you really, really think about this, I'm going to bring this up to you because there's a phrase out there, and I'm going to say this to you, and I believe this, is I can help any one of you. Listen closely. I can help any one of you get anything you want in life. Anything you want in life. I just have a hard time finding people that know what they want. See, they don't know what they want. They say, I want more money. Well, great, I'll give you $1. Now you got more money. I want more freedom. I want to travel. I want to lose weight. I want to be smarter. I want to learn how to play a musical instrument. You know what I mean? I want to learn how to swim. I want to do a lot of things. And what I notice in every company is not only has every company I've been in, has people made more money than any average person has a right to make, in my opinion. But get this, in every company, I got this whole group of people that never did anything. Never did anything. They got into the company and they didn't do anything. Now, why would a person get in a company? I'll tell you why they got in the company. They got in the company because in their mind, they wanted something. And here's the point. They didn't want it bad enough. They really, truly didn't want it bad enough. So I'll give you a neat point. I want you to look throughout your entire life and think about times in your life where you really, listen to me, really wanted something. I mean, you really wanted it. And I wanted a driver's license. I wanted to drive a car. I wanted to finish a grade. I wanted, a pair of shoes. I wanted a job. See, I wanted a relationship. I wanted children. I wanted my own apartment. You look through your entire life, and there's things right now that is all over in your garage. They're all over in your closet. They're all over in your home, your apartment. They're all inside your car of things that you really, really wanted. And when I mean you really wanted it, it was on your mind. You couldn't stop thinking about it. It's on your mind. You're 100% focused, and you get what you want. If you really want it. There's people that are locked up in prison that want to be free and they find a way to escape. And so I like all the hearts. This must be hitting home. And so what I've always said in all my training is, and I want you to really listen to this part because I don't want to beat you up too much, but I want to let you know where I am, right? So before I got on here, I was looking up all the different areas of life. You know what I mean? So there's your financial life. There's your family life. There's your career, your physical life, your mental life. You know what I mean? You got all these different areas of your life where you want things to be better. In my life, personally, I make excuses up. I'm just human like everybody else, but I'm overweight. And I'm easily 100 pounds overweight. You know what I mean? So I'm right around 290. And so I'm 100 pounds overweight. Now listen closely. I want to lose weight. I 100% want to lose weight. But I don't want to bad enough. You know why? Because I don't do the things every day that I'm supposed to be doing to lose 100 pounds and get in better shape. I'm not eating as good as I should. I'm sure not drinking enough water. I'm not drinking enough water. I'm not exercising 20 minutes a day. I'm not, listening to tapes that deal with my mentality. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So here's what's hilarious, and I hope that every one of you get this, because if you do get it, it's going to change your life. So when people see me and they see that I'm overweight, you know what they think? They say, oh, I got to get Robert on this, this product. I got to get Robert if Robert only knew about this product. If Robert only knew about this weight loss product. If Robert only knew about this company. Look, Robert, look, Robert. Listen. I'm not going to take advantage of any one of those because I say I want to lose weight, but I don't want it bad enough. Are you getting what I'm saying? So a lot of you that are watching this video, if you've been involved in home-based business after another, and you've been in company after company after company after company of online marketing, personal development. See, you're doing all this stuff that makes you feel good. But you want to be financially doing better, but you really don't want it. You really don't want it. And people go, well, you don't know me. Yeah, I do. Because guess what? I own a very expensive elliptical. I got weights. I got a Bowflex. I got all kinds of things around the house. But all I would really need is a couple of water jugs. All I need is a couple of water jugs. And if I worked them every day, right, Rickman, the X Factor. If I just moved my butt every day, then guess what? I'm going to see results. So everyone keeps getting another personal development program, another one, go to another training, getting another company. That stuff makes us feel good. Because now we don't have to look in the mirror and go, you know what? I'm just not trying. Yeah, I am. I'm trying. I'm going through the mentorship program. I went through this deal. I went to this training. I watched another training. I bought another book. Woo! I got in another company. Analyst to paralysis. No, you got to sit down. And yes, you got to write. You need it in a journal. You need to write down what you want. And you got to find something that you want really, really bad. I mean, where it keeps you up. And I know that we're all adults that are watching this Periscope, but there's been time in my life where I really, really wanted things in my life. And guess what? You can get very focused on it. It keeps you up at night. So I was sharing this with my wife and I was going like, man, I'll tell you what, it's like, we all want money, right? Yeah, but I'd have to pique the interest. I'd have to say as little as possible to as many people as I can. And I'd have to, build relationships online or offline. And I'd have to take the time to help them. And, oh, man. So you don't. You get up every day and you don't contact new people. And you don't build relationships, and you don't find to build a group of people. See, you say that you want to, you don't. Let me tell you what a want is. And every one of you have been here. And here's when you know it. You ready? Here's when you know it. There's been time in my life where I wanted not to be kicked out of my apartment. I was getting eviction notices. And when I got eviction notices and they told me, Robert, you don't pay your rent, by the end of the month, you're out. You're a couple months behind. You are out. We're moving your stuff out. We're getting an eviction notice, and the sheriff is showing up. Now, see, I don't want to live in the street. And so when I don't want to live in the street, it's amazing how focused I can get, how I can build up my courage, I can build up my posture, and I start doing things and asking people, hey, listen, can you help me out? And instead of trying to find, a couple of $1,000s for one person, maybe I can find $200 from, like 10 people. But when I don't want to be in the street and I want to stay in my apartment, then guess what? I found a way. When I didn't want to have my car repoed, I found a way. When I didn't want my lights shut off, I found a way. See, there's things that we all of a sudden get to, and we don't want bad things. So see, I said, what do you want really, really bad? Some of you are having difficulties even saying what you want. And again, let me say this statement again. I can help anyone that ever watches this video live or in the future. I can show you how to get anything you want in life. You just got to know what you want, and you got to be willing to do what it takes to get it. So when you say, wow, I'd like a nicer house, or I'd like a nicer car, I'd like to pay down my debt, like Jim Rohn says, it's easy. What I do every day to pique interest with people, ask the $1 million question, show videos, what I do every day is easy. Drinking water is easy. Be careful here. It's easy. Walking is easy. Not taking seconds is easy. But it's easier not to. Jim Rohn said it best. It's easier not to. So what we do is we don't do it. So the whole goal for this video is to really get you to honestly say to yourself, wow, so some of you right now, and I could catch you and you'd be in trouble. If I told you, and don't do it because it's live on video, if I said, listen, what do you really, really want? What do you really, really, really want? And you put on the screen, this is what I want. I can tell whether or not you want it bad enough, because if you really wanted it bad enough, you'd already have it. See, this whole thing about everything takes time. No, I needed to make 10 grand super fast, and if I didn't, I was in trouble. I was getting kicked out of my apartment. I was going to lose my, my car. I was in trouble, and I figured out how to do it, and I did it fast. Some of you say you got to make money right away. You don't really. You see what I mean? So my point is you got to start thinking about what you really want. But here's another way you can twist it for some of you. What don't you want? What don't you want in your life anymore? You don't want it really, really, really bad. I don't want to have my electricity cut off. I don't want my car repossessed. I don't want to live here anymore. I don't want to drive and commute traffic anymore. I don't want to go to that job anymore. I don't want those people as bosses anymore. I don't want people telling me what to do. I want to stop making excuses to my family. I want to fulfill my promises. See, you got to get crystal clear about what you want, and it's got to be written down, and it's got to be on a dream board, and it's got to be on a video, and you got to watch this stuff every day. You got to get emotional about what you want. Because when you do, then you're going to start doing the things that you're not doing now, and you're going to become successful. You're going to start getting those things. You already know what to do. Everybody's going like, well, I don't know what to do. No, we say that because that's another excuse. See, I really don't know what to say. I wish I had a game plan. I wish I knew more about the product. I wish I knew more about the compensation plan. I wish I knew more. I wish I knew more. I wish I knew more. No, you don't want to know more. You want to get results. Start focusing on the thing that matters. All right? So with that, I'm going to close up this one to really help you. Now, for those of you that have been to lifemechanic.com, you know that I do this. But there's a lot of things that I tell people. I tell them there's little things they can do, like the $1 million question. Who do you know? You got to do me a huge personal favor. Who do you know that would be interested in making extra money? I want some of you to try to put a change on this. See, when I know what I want, I don't mind asking the question. I went out in the streets of LA, in downtown LA, and walked up to complete strangers all day, every day, because I really wanted something bad. So let me give you a couple of quick thoughts. Let's say that all of a sudden you get sick or you get hurt, right? And then all of a sudden, you don't want to be sick anymore. You want to be well. You want to have energy. You want to have vitality. You want to feel alive. See, if you hurt something on you, I don't want my back to hurt anymore. I don't want my knee to hurt anymore. I don't want to experience pain anymore. I want to be pain-free. See, when things get bad enough, then all of a sudden your whole life wraps around making sure you got that done. See, you might sit around forever and say, I don't want surgery, and that will hurt. And then all of a sudden when it gets bad enough and you don't want it anymore, then guess what? You figure out how to get to surgery. You figure out what you need to do to get well. Well, you know what? You should drink a lot of fluids and you should rest. You should rest and you should, get a lot of fluids and really take care of yourself. You need to relax. I'm not gonna. I forget that. I don't need that. Cold medicine. Take all this stuff. Why? Because there's a whole world selling us shortcuts for all the people out there that really don't want something really, really bad. The world is selling you shortcuts. See? Here's a shortcut. Here's a shortcut. Oh, I'll take the shortcut. It doesn't stop it. You still got to get it. So you're taking all the cold medicine. You're taking the NyQuil. You're doing everything. What does NyQuil do? NyQuil makes you rest. So you go out there and you say, wow, my body's wore down. Yeah, it's wore down. So you got to drink lots of liquids and you got to rest so your body recovers. But see, there's all that shortcut, so people go, well, I'll take NyQuil. I'll take, all these crazy things. Yeah, when you got a flu or some kind of virus, it's still a week. So you finally get upset and you go, okay. I guess I better, rest. And you finally take care of yourself and bingo. So another point that I want to finish with is really, really neat. And get this, you'll really get this, is from now on, if you're using the $1 million question, which has made me millions of dollars and helped a lot of people make millions of dollars, maybe you could change one word. See, I used to tell people, if you're caught up and you got something, a scotoma. A scotoma is a blind spot that you have that you haven't worked out yet. So you still might have problems. The book I talk about is The Code of Joy, but you got this limiting belief in there about money. So I tell people, just change it a little bit based on who you are and what you're about. And so you could then do third party, right? And say, listen, could you do me a huge personal favor, Carrie? You're right, the $1 million question worked. Could you do me a huge personal favor? Yeah, what? Listen, do you know anyone that really wants something? Do you know anybody out there that really wants something really bad? Well, what do you mean? Like, they want more free time. They want to give more to charity. They want to feel better. They want to make a difference. They want to contribute. They want to be happier. They want to feel better. Do you know anyone that really wants something bad? Because if you do, I can show them how to get it. I'm working directly with this guy that's helped hundreds of thousands of people. And he can help them. Do you know of anyone that really wants something? I thought I would just share that today because I know a lot of people that, I've been doing this for 28 years and I've had people follow me from company to 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 company. And they follow me into the company, and I just realized today, and I was sharing this with Bill Avert, there's people that have followed me 4 or 5 different companies, and they're still doing exactly what they're not supposed to be doing, which is nothing. So they're still struggling with those limiting beliefs that they had in the company before, and the company before, and the company before. So why aren't they doing it? You see, because if you get that pop, I call it a pop of a point of passion, that's when you know that you know that you know what you want. Like I can remember in my mind saying, you know what? I want to get my driver's license. I want to finish school. I want a nice car. I really want a nice car. I want a nice place to live. I want to get documentation. I want to get trophies. I want to walk the stage. I remember the first time I seen Jim Rohn on stage and my mentor on stage. I went, wow, how cool would it be? I want to talk on stage. I want to inspire. I want to give hope to millions and millions of people. That's what I want to do. And so I know a lot of you are probably watching these periscopes and going, wow, he almost like 400 and something thousand hearts. And I got thousands and thousands of followers and hundreds of thousands of followers on Facebook. And people are going, how do you do that? I want that. I really want to make a difference in other people's lives. It's my passion. It what juices me up. It what gets me excited. I can be down in the dumps. I can have things not going good in my life. My life is not perfect. But when I think about, I plan a periscope. I put the periscope up. I start promoting the periscope. And I get ready to get on here and do the periscope. And guess what? For just the time that I'm on here, I'm delivering 1,000% my energy, my enthusiasm, my, everything that I have to make you understand that if I did it, so can you. But you got to get excited about something. You got to really, really want something. And I keep saying one more point, but I'm going to give one more point. There's another group of personalities that are watching this that you're going to have to do it for somebody else. You won't do it for you. So you need to find the people that you love the most that are really close to you. And it could be a charity. It could be a church. It could be a person. And you got to say to them, what do you want? What can I do for you? What can I do for you? And we'll do more for them than we'll do for us. So you got to put your life on the line a little bit. You got to put your time. You know what? When you really know what you want, you'll forget about all the stuff that wastes your time. All the stuff that wastes your time. When you really know what you want, all that doesn't matter anymore. Everything that's taking up your time right now, and like I say, I hate to get straight to the point, but if your life depended on it, if all of a sudden you or a loved one, didn't feel well, and you go to the doctor, and the doctor looks at you and says, hey, you're going to die. What? You're going to die. When? I don't know. Probably going to be a month or so. Unless you do this, 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 and this. A personal story, and maybe this needed to come out, is when my mother first caught cancer. And we sat down in front of the doctor. You know what my doctor asked my mom? Before we start the treatments, before we go through the radiation, the chemotherapy, before we go through all this stuff, I need you to ask you one question, And he said, I don't want you to answer right away. Please don't answer right away. I need you to think about this. And my mom said, okay. And he says, do you want to live? Do you want to stay alive? And she started crying, and I started crying. He goes, because if you want to live, you're going to have to want it really bad. And you're going to have to go through a lot of stuff to stay alive. At the beginning, when we start doing the treatments, you're going to wish you were dead. But you got to want it bad. And see, the stuff that we're asking you to do is very simple. To ask a simple question that takes no time to a bunch of people that may need our help or know someone that needs our help. When you see yourself not doing what you're supposed to be doing every day, you stop saying, I don't have the tools. I wish I knew what to say. I wish I had more personal development. If I only could go through the mentorship program a little more time. Just one more, just one more, just one more. Well, maybe this company isn't a good fit for me. And, maybe my upline's not good. You know what? No, you don't know what you want. And if you did, you don't want it bad enough. So figure out what that is, please. If it's not for you, for somebody else. Because I don't want you to live the rest of your life average. No one was put on this planet to live an average life. Barely getting by. Hardly paying their bills. Not getting experiences to travel the world. And have, things take your breath away. You deserve the best in life. And it's all here for you to have. But you're going to have to step up. You're going to have to step up. Find out what you want. That's why I have people design their perfect day. Because I want it ingrained so deep inside them that every day they get up and they're saying to themselves, I want that day. I want to have that experience with the people that I love. So thank you very much for your hearts. From now on, for all of those that watch this message, you get to share it with other people. And I just want you to very simply say to people, hey, listen, what if I confronted you a little bit? What if you really don't know what you want? And if you did, do you really want it bad? Because the stuff that I'm teaching you to do every day is really simple stuff. Even if it has to do with mindset. Listen, can you read the God Memorandum every day? If you really want to stretch yourself, can you read it out loud and read it into a video and watch the video every day? Can you read like a couple of pages? It's going to be tough. And then another thing you might want to do is maybe spend some time in prayer every day. I know spending time in prayer and meditation, 30 minutes a day, I know that's asking a lot. I know it's really asking a lot. But, and also, if any way you can listen to the audios of Science of Getting Rich, because you want to start putting good stuff in so you can get rid of the bad stuff. Can you do that? I don't know if I can do it. It's like, wow, serious. So you already know the mindset that you have is not the mindset you need to change everything in your life, but you're not willing to do what you need to do every day. You know what? So you want a better mindset. You want a better attitude. You want a positive outlook on your life. You want to make a difference. You just don't want it bad enough. So guess what? You can also make this work by going out and finding people that do know what they want and they want it bad enough. Just go get them and introduce them to me and watch your life change because you introduce people to me that know what they want and they want it bad. Okay, so thanks for the hearts. I really thought this message came off great. I hope it touched you. Start asking people, WIW, what do you want? Do you want it bad enough? Yeah, I do. It doesn't look like it. Sure doesn't look like it. All right. So anyway, thank you very much. I love each and every one of you. Share this with everyone you know. And again, if I can do this and other people can do this, I know you can too. Take care. God bless. Have a great day. Bye-bye.